Everything I spit rare, we sounded that great. Area podcast, they talk about hip-hop all the way in the UK, so they gon' get props. Ooh, let me catch it once again. Every time I'm spitting.
First things first, listen to the Grey Area Awards. Came out a couple weeks ago, so go listen to that. Second of all, get in the fucking Discord. And third of all, this is our most anticipated albums of 2022. So that's the year we're in. And we are going to talk about the albums that we are looking to, that we're looking forward to this year and our favourite projects from last year. So, Kieran, what were your favourite projects of last year? Okay, on to the next.
The pause.
No, I had to leave it. What, like, I've got 5 in it, and I ordered them as well.
You can't hit a board. I'm slapping that board.
Yeah.
Slapping that thing. Go on, tell us your 5 projects.
J. Cole, The Off Season. I cheated. I'm not gonna lie, I cheated with my list. So Matt Comey, I wrote Pray for Haiti and no, it's not. Don't press the button yet. I wrote Pray for Haiti and Hot Candles because you can't choose between them. People that drop 2 albums, you might as well consider it as one, innit? It's just one project.
It's very uncommon for people to drop 2 albums in 1 year, and this guy dropped like 4.
I think he dropped 4. I think he dropped 4, yeah. But
That's
these
dumb.
2 are gold, like 5-star albums, both of them. Little Sims. Sometimes I might be introvert.
Can I say something about
the gig
that
we went
quickly?
to, Sam? Oi.
I just realised today, not today, but a couple of days ago, that her first name is like Simbatu, and the acronym of the album is like.
I said this months ago.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Sure, we said this on the review.
Simbi.
I wasn't paying attention. I don't fucking listen to you lot.
I
I was like, oh shit. I was like, it's hitting different now. I'm just a bit slow. That's what it is.
It's weird. That's why when we went to the gig, I kept shouting Simbi.
I was
crazy.
just shouting shit out. I ain't gonna lie. But
Wait,
anyway,
doesn't
sorry.
she say on the first song something like
Sometimes I might.
Sim's
be
the artist or
introvert.
Sim be the person?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I heard that, but I didn't clock
Fam,
on
you're
to
not
what was going
listening.
on. I didn't clock.
You're not listening, man.
Trust me, I'm not. I got the thing on
Kieran
my
sounded
wrist.
like
and
roll
it's
safe
connected
right
in
now.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
that was a slow moment
Next
for me.
up, Donda Deluxe. Shuffle that. It's mad. That the whole experience. We said it on the previous episode. Just listen to that. And last up, Nas King's Disease and Magic, because that 1-2 punch. What? Magic album of the year.
Sorry,
Straight
listen
up.
to that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I will be in prep for the next episode.
Album of the year.
All right.
That's better than Illmatic.
Whoa.
Oh, stop.
Whoa. Whoa. Someone
Now
get
let's
that,
move
man.
on and we'll get back to it.
Wait, was that in
Me.
was that
Wow.
in order?
Get
Was that
that,
like a
man.
5 to 1?
That was 5 to 1,
Alright,
but
okay.
I cheated, doubled up, but
Yeah, about to
That's
say.
about 7 or an 8.
Yeah, about to say. About 8 albums, but it's cool. We
I
let
don't
people
care.
do what they want
Do you
to
think I
do.
give a fuck?
Whoa.
Let's
Got a
get this
string in
shit.
his
Let's
step.
get this shit. Let's get this shit. Let's.
Whoa. Go on, Theo. Hit us with the
Moving
same
on.
energy.
Right. So what to clarify is this favorite or what I think consider as my top 5.
It's your top 5, man. It's top 5.
Your personal
Your
favourites.
favourites.
My personal favorites are cool. Yeah, this is interesting. Then okay, so at 5, it will have to be Vince Staples. Vince Staples, because I bumped that album a lot. So that's number 5 because that album just gave me the vibes. And at number 4, it's I'm gonna do a Kieran. I'm not gonna lie. It's Matt Comey's both albums. I can't choose between Pray for Haiti and On Candles. I can't because they're both unbelievable. So he just goes as number 4. This might surprise some people, but yeah, number 3, man. It's Ricky Rose. That album slaps. That album absolutely 100% slaps for me. So that goes at number 3. And then number 2 is Little Simbi. Love that album. I've bumped out a lot. And then we all know who my number 1 is, man. And do we even need to say it? It's just GOAT. It's Nas. King's Disease 2. 83 on the way.
Nice. I feel like there's a lot of overlap between your list and Kieran's list. It's like pretty much what
Yeah,
one or
because
two different.
we just know our music, man.
Oh,
That's what, man. Jeez.
There's a lot of-
I'm
And
surprised you didn't
Nas is
have
killing it.
Cole. Yeah, I know you love Cole though. What's that?
No.
See, that's the problem though, because Cole dropped so early. I feel like he actually didn't get his fair shot at being in my top 5. You know, because it should be there. And now I look at my top 5 and I'm like, oh yeah, Cole should have been in there.
The thing
But
is
he's
though,
not.
the Spotify 2021 rap doesn't lie in it. The Cole's album was like in my top 20 every track.
I have no clue.
No, the thing is, I do love Cole, and you are right because I couldn't. It was a toss up between Vince Staples and Cole, but I had to really think of what I listened to the most and what I really enjoyed. And Vince Staples, I'm not gonna lie, that album, I loved it, man. And I love Cole's album, I love Off Season, but I have to be honest and say that, you know, towards the second half of the year, it wasn't getting any plays.
Yeah,
It was
exactly.
not happening whatsoever.
So
But
as summer
it's because of the
landed-
album releases.
Yeah.
Donda. Since Donda, things changed.
Dunda, dunda, dunda.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Go on, Sean, hit us with your list. Let's see how much overlap there is in your list. I feel like Sean's list is going to be the most different.
Dave.
Yeah,
No,
there's a
Nah,
thing.
he ain't saying
I'm not
Dave.
gonna spoil it.
He ain't
I'm not
saying
gonna
Dave.
spoil it. He's gonna say Dave.
He's not going to say
He's
Dave.
gonna.
He ain't going to say Dave.
He definitely
He
is.
won't say Dave. I don't think he likes that
Kieran,
album that
you've been
much.
on the you've been on the sauce tonight. What's
Whoa.
going on? Right, number 5, I've got Gets Conflict of Interest. Number 4, I've got Tyler, Call Me If You Get Lost. Number 3, I've got Little Sims, Simbi. Number 2, this is probably the surprise pick, Mick Jenkins, Elephant in the Room. Number 1, Vince Staples, Self-Titled.
Wow.
Strong list.
I mean, I do love Elephant in the Room. That it was.
Yeah.
It was I mean, when it came out, I was playing that a lot. It was a solid album.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying it's on the level of any of these, but
it's personal, isn't
Certain
it?
tunes though.
it just
Certain
yeah.
tunes are incredible.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. My personal's
Yeah,
kind
and
of...
Cole was very close. Cole was Sam.
No,
Cole
go on.
was very close because Cole actually banged out. Like when on the Spotify Wrapped, it was
That's what I'm saying.
right up there. But when I went back to the albums for when we did the awards, I don't know, it just didn't quite on the re-listen. It didn't quite match up with the ones I just picked there. But it was definitely a moment.
Interesting. Well, for me, my list is kind of a mix of everybody's, but it's on its own thing. Gets is number 5 just because the gas from the first couple tracks has lived on, even though I haven't listened to it in a while. Still lives on. Donda's coming in at number 4. Tyler at number 3. Vince at number 2. And because of the concert, Lil Sims is at number 1. That concert was amazing. So yeah, my list is a bit biased, and I'm hoping to see Tyler this year if he comes over to the country. But if not, because if you see Tyler, you see Vince as well. I think Vince is his warm-up act, so we'll see.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Where?
Well, I don't know. They haven't
Over in
announced it
America.
yet, but they're doing it in America.
Yeah, overseas, yeah.
That's
So-
fucked.
I'm hoping for the same thing over here, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I don't know. 2021 was a weird year because it's like everybody dropped and nobody at the same time, if that makes sense. Because it's like Drake didn't really drop. Wherever he dropped that album, that's rubbish. Donda didn't feel like an album drop. It actually felt like a very laborious kind of process of like hoping this music
Wonder
comes
felt
out.
like a leak.
Yep. And then it just come out some random Sunday. So I don't know. But the other albums that we had like higher up the list, Vince, Tyler, Sims, some of their best work and they're newer people. So yeah, as much as I want to say Nas, I'm just a new Nas fan, so it can't be in my top 5 of. It's in the long list, but it's not in my top 5 of 2020.
Yeah, Nas would have made a top 10 for me, but I think I said it in the awards. There was just this. The summer was a great period. I think we'll all remember it. Like it seemed like every week there was a new album drop, but then for whatever reason, personal reasons and all that sort of August onwards, I just was not able to sort of sit down and really connect with anything. Just had too much going on, and then I think maybe that's why Mick Jenkins has really fallen in there. Maybe it's a bit of recency bias as well, but that was the first album since that summer period, with the exception of Sims, because we all listened to that a lot for the review. But Mick Jenkins was the first one that hit, I reckon. And the other album, I don't know if any of you listened to it, the one where I feel like if I didn't miss it and I had the time with it, is JPEG Mafia's new album.
No,
So
I've been
good,
meaning to
man.
listen to him. I saw him
So
on
good.
something and I was thinking, I need to listen to this man's music.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. But I just didn't have enough time with it. I missed quite a few albums towards the end of the year, to be honest, where I checked them, but then just didn't sit with it for whatever reason. Yeah.
Cool. Well,
But what about other genres? We did it last year. We spoke about a few of our favourite albums from different genres and that.
Pink
Kieran, do you want
Panther
to kick us off again?
That's Kieran's first
Oh,
pick.
Pink Panther straight in.
That's his first pick. I know it is.
Do you know what? It was really. I still think I should put it on, but I didn't choose it for the 3. I chose Wolf Alice Blue Weekend. I talked about that in the mid-year review as well, because that album just connected. I don't know why. I like indie singers like Lucy Rose and stuff like that, like female ones. That one. My list is actually kind of boring. I like the Weather Station Ignorance as well. It's basically like the same kind of album, but this one's a bit more depressing. It just hit me at a good time because I had a breakup. So that was a good one. I highly recommend that as well. It's mad. The Weather Station Ignorance. And the other one is an album called Promises, Floating Points, Pharoah Sanders and London Symphony Orchestra. It's like modern classical orchestral, but it's just sick. I can't even explain it. Just put it on and it's a journey.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard all of them, I think. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah, very, very different to what I normally listen to, but
Very
I liked
different.
it.
But yeah, it's a journey.
Nice. Theo?
Oh, well, we all know Biffy goes. Well, Biffy goes at number 3 just because Biffy is just, well, they're just amazing. For me, and the thing is, that album as well, it caught me by surprise because I thought when they released their album last year, I thought, oh, that'll be it. I won't hear another Biffy album. And it came up on my Spotify. That's why when you put that message, they can never fail to amaze me. They're just always, I don't know, just always hits, that album. And I just love the sound and just everything about it was great. So Biffy, I really like Adele's album. I always have. And there's been certain topics and certain things on the album that really touched. But number 1, geez, Silk Sonic, man. Silk
I knew it was
Sonic.
coming.
Smoking out the window. Man, that
There's the new
album-
soundbite.
sorry.
You can't stop this guy,
Jeez.
can you? He's always on something.
Aye. No, that album slaps, and when I mean slaps, I mean slaps. Oh, I was banging that album out non-stop, man.
Do you know what it is for me?
Love everything about it.
Because that album sounds like old music, I just want to go listen to old music after listening to it, and then like I get kind of a bit like
I get you.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
get you.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen
I
to
get
this
you.
no more. I want to go listen to that old music this reminds me of.
I'm with you big time. I like the album as well, but I think the reason why I didn't just bang it out is because it didn't feel like it was setting a new bar or doing anything different. It was like a real good throwback to a certain time period, but I just would rather listen to the people from that period, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I get
loves
you,
that album.
Theo, I get you.
My mum completely loves it.
Because that's what critics say as well, and I completely agree. It's not like they wanted to do that, but they weren't like setting almost like new boundaries. They were almost like just
They're having
this
fun.
is going to sound this. They were having fun, but this might sound harsh. They were almost mimicking that sound and not throwing their own taste on it in a way. Or is that too harsh to say that?
No,
Either way, I
it's
still
true.
personally like
I know
it.
what you
listen to
mean.
it.
I know what you
Yeah.
mean. Maybe
You
mimic's
listen
not the
to
right
it,
word, but I know what you mean.
And you hear it like
I
that.
felt like Anderson .Paak brought something fresh though
His voice is
for
different.
that kind of genre.
Yeah, his voice is just
Yeah.
different.
the rapping style and
Yeah, I agree with you. I think maybe paying homage is probably the right term, I'd say.
Yeah,
no, Bruno
that's
Mars.
probably- yeah.
Bruno Mars copied them. Let's be real.
Jesus
He just
Christ.
copied that whole sound.
Jesus, man.
Let's say it how it is. Is it even better as well?
Yeah, I like it. I must admit, Silk Sonic is a good album, but yeah, it just makes me nostalgic.
It's one of my favorites.
I'm going to be honest, like 2021 was probably the year in which I listened to the least non-rap music.
Really?
And I imagine it's probably because of doing the podcast. But then, like I said, for whatever reason, I just wasn't digging into albums that for like, portions of the year. So like Silk Sonic is an album I liked. Adele's is an album I liked. James Blake's, Biffy Clyro. But I just didn't, for whatever, there's just been so much going on. I just think I've just not picked it.
Hip-hop
Like, just
has
put
been
time
crazy
aside
this
and
year
got
as
into it.
well.
Yeah, and it's been a
Hip-hop-
strong year, for rap,
Definitely.
yeah. But I think so. My three's not really changed from the mid years. I mean, I've still got this album called For Those I Love, self-titled album by I'm not even sure if it's one person or a collective, but it's if you like Mount Kimby or Burial or even like I guess the Streets and things like that, then that'll be an album for you. Madlib Sound Ancestors, I really like that. That was a very early drop as well. And Serpent with Feet, Deacon, which kind of somewhat fills the void left by Frank Ocean and Sampha and
Love
people
that.
like that. It's probably my favorite R&B record of the year. But I'm pissed that I missed that Salt record because that was up for like a month and they took it
Is it on
off.
YouTube? I was thinking.
I don't know. I might need to look, but I was pissed when I found out that it was only up for a month and then I missed it.
There was a mad Sims feature on that.
Yeah, I heard about that. And then Inflow was all over it as well, apparently, as well, doing some production.
Exactly.
But did anyone listen to Jasmine Sullivan's album,
No,
Hotels?
but she is a big deal now, apparently, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, that's a good album. There's a great Anderson .Paak feature on there as well. That was a very, very early one, though. That almost made my sort of top three non-rap.
Oh, I like that song you're talking about, the Pack one. That's good.
She's
Yeah,
on
it's good.
Rick Ross's
And then-
album.
Yes. Did you say he?
She.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay.
You don't know these days.
I was like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Cool. And then the only other one that was close was an album called Glow by Turnstile, which is, Theo, you might like them. Sort of
Okay.
like, quite heavy hardcore rock band, but with different influences as well. Yeah, that's an enjoyable listen. Good drums, really good drums. Sam?
Nice. Mine's pretty simple, and it's kind of not really straying too far from rap. Pink Pantheress, she dropped a little project that's really nice, but it's obviously it's just all the songs that popped off, and then she just threw some other songs there that slightly bang. Yebba, after Drake's album, at least we got something out of it.
Oh.
Listening to Yebba's been a nice
yeah,
experience. Yeah. Majid Jordan as well. Their album was all right. I enjoyed it. I liked parts of it.
I missed that.
I listened to bits and bobs, but I never really listened to the whole thing through. But the album that I have been listening to all year round, well, not all year round, but ever since I found it about midway through the year, like non-stop, is this album called Mordecai by a band called Kerrang Bin. I still can't really figure out how to say their name, but it's like this funky...
Japanese?
Nah. They're American people. But it's like this funky, Japanesey... You maybe say Japanese because I'm thinking Japanese now.
It's like, what? I just said that.
Funky, jazzy style of music, which is really, really nice to listen to. And it's like, there's not really much lyrics in it. It's just like, they're just vibing. It's nice.
Oh, you sent that to me like a month or two ago, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you still ain't listened to it.
I listened to that once. No, I listened to it once. It's good.
Banging. It's like the way Theo liked the nostalgia of Bruno Mars is the way I like the nostalgia of this, but it's not similar to that stuff in its kind of efforts. It's just new.
Okay. Before we dig into the nitty gritty and talk about our most anticipated, do we remember our most anticipated from last year? Does everyone remember what they had?
Tierra
No.
Whack. Something.
No.
Yeah.
Mine might have been. I can't remember what it was actually. No, I can't.
I think it might have been
Right,
Big
we
Free and
might
Tierra Whack, no? Like something like
We
that.
might have to edit this out then.
Oh, the button.
Fuck out of that.
I was just going to say, like, if anyone's most anticipated ended up in their list, or if they dropped. So, like, for instance, I had Slow Tie,
Oh, damn.
which did not make my personal list nor the awards. And I think we all kind of said at the time it was a good album, but it was a bit underwhelming. We were expecting more, I guess.
Yeah.
And then who else did I have? Isaiah Rashad as well. I had Isaiah Rashad, which was a similar one as well, actually. But that album gradually has gotten better and better.
I don't think it was a bad
I don't
album.
go back to it loads. But
That's the
no,
problem.
it was a
Said
good
that in the
album.
review though.
We all
It's that
said
album
it's
that
not a
will grow
bad
on you.
album. It's just not good.
It is a good album. I even like
It's
I even like
complex.
when the additional tracks when I like it. I still come back to it now and again.
Yeah, that album needs
Yeah.
needs a touch of respect put on it, but at the same time, it's like I don't know what expectations I had, but I guess it's the other album, The Sun's Tirade, that had me kind of thinking it was going to be a mad thing, but
It was like we said, it was the wait, wasn't it? It was a long wait, and then it was a good album, but maybe it didn't justify the wait. I don't know.
It just wasn't on it. That
And then
much.
my final, and then my final most anticipated was Sanford, but I'm just going to stop talking about Sanford. It'll
I don't
come
think
when
it's
it comes.
I think
Yes.
Sample was in mine as well. You know, that's what I mean. I don't think any of mine dropped. If I'm trying to remember,
I think I said
some-
Frank Ocean, so it's Frank Ocean's in the same boat.
Yeah,
as
that's
Sanford.
another one.
Yeah,
I'm
just,
sure I said Kendrick
Sampha.
actually.
Yeah,
Frank
that's
Ocean.
why I know
Kendrick.
Kendrick is in mine, but I'm shutting up because I
We
was
all
saying this
said
will
that.
drop last year. So yeah, I'm shutting up now.
Kendrick gave us new music at least though, like a new, you know what I mean, new songs.
Yeah, it's true.
So
True,
that's a
True.
different move.
And that show, did anyone watch that show?
The one where he's dressed like Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Yeah, no, I must admit, I don't remember my my most anticipated for 2021, but I know what I'm looking forward to this year, like for sure.
Sam, before you continue, should we do it like we do one pick each and then discuss each one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like go
Go
around
on,
like that.
go
Yeah.
on.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you go. All right, you go first. You go first.
Donda 2.
Donda, Donda, Donda,
You
Donda,
man,
Donda,
hey, listen,
Donda,
nah,
Donda.
seriously,
I've heard
yeah.
this, man.
Seriously, yeah, Donda
I've heard this as well.
2.
Is that real?
Hey,
Yeah.
if it happens,
Explain though.
yo,
This is news to me.
Donda 2.
What's
I've
that?
seen these rumors, man. I've seen that Kanye might drop again. This is
Kanye's
just
working on the
mad.
next album. It could be
What is
808's
that,
Part
though?
2. You get me? Because he's broken up with Kim official. I'm expecting a mad thing.
Why are you calling it Donda 2 though?
That's
I don't
the
understand.
working title right now. There's no
That's
Turbo
what the
Graphics
reports are saying.
X.
Yeah.
sequel, yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious, bro. Donda.
Every day I'm reading he's out with a new woman as well. Apparently he was with that one, that woman from Uncut Gems, you know, Julia Fox. that
Swear
actress.
down, hey,
Yeah,
my guy
yeah,
Kanye
he's
On one.
got
Live it
bitches.
life.
Yeah, Kim, stay with your lanky.
He's hanging out
sick
with
bird.
Future, isn't he, in Miami? That's what it is.
Seriously,
Yeah, apparently, honestly, like every day when I
Swear
check the
down.
websites, Kanye is on the headlines of out with this woman, with Future.
Oh, he's out with bare women.
I'm seeing this.
typed it
Kanye
up.
shares hotel
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like,
mystery
you can't
woman.
avoid it. It's just
Yo,
in the headlines all
Nah,
the time.
he's doing that to spite Kim now. Let's be
nah,
real.
these bitches are sexier than
Aye,
Kim. You
but-
say what you want.
that Bush thing, man. Even I don't think it's true, but I was dying. I was dying because that's a Kanye.
Man went on a date with Julia Fox and then was with
Yeah,
this
exactly.
next thing. Oi, he's on it. Respect
Did he
Kanye.
actually buy a house across the road from Kim as well?
Nah, the
Is that
Bush
true?
thing. The Bush.
No, that was a joke.
Oh, yeah. You probably did. I guarantee he bought a house across the road. That seems like a Kanye thing to do. 100%. But it also makes sense because like he's got.
I'm gonna
kids.
hope it's for the kids. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
it's not. Let's be honest.
That's what I hope.
It's not.
But, yeah.
It's because Kanye is Kanye. But
Next
yeah.
album's gonna be called Across the Street.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God. Oh my god. No, but on a serious, yeah. On a serious note, I feel like Donda 2 will happen or will get bubblings. Maybe he's more comfortable with this live show, live demo of this. You see what I'm trying to say? But I feel like he'll do it around the world now because he was in Berlin for a bit after dropping Donda, and then he was in Italy. So I feel like maybe he'll do them around the world.
Kanye used to do listening parties like in random countries.
He should just throw shit on a fucking brick wall.
that
Remember
probably will
when
happen.
Jesus was coming out? He just projected shit on a wall. How weird would that have been? You walk down the road next, Kanye West's face is on a wall. But yeah, Donda
That was so
2.
good though.
Donda, Donda,
Donda 2.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll go next. I'm gonna do what I normally do, and I'll have.
You're not
one
saying
of my
Matt
picks
Comey.
will
Just
be-
shut up. You're not allowed to say Matt Comey.
No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna say Matt Comey.
I think he'll drop again though.
100%.
He will drop
today.
another 3 albums because that's what he does.
Classic.
Yeah. So my first one will be something that we know is coming that has a release date, and it's Earl. New Earl album, sick. By the time this comes out, the album will probably have dropped. So
I really hope this
for
is
the
like
viewers,
Doris.
for the viewers know.
Please.
You hope it's like Doris.
I hope it's like
Is that
some
just
rap
think
songs.
quality? I want quality in it.
Look,
I don't
my
want some rap
prediction.
songs. Some rap songs was like rap art. I don't want that anymore from him.
See, I think it's going to be an extension of that, but like an improved one. I've got this really strong, not strong. I've got a feeling that this is going to be his like magnum opus.
I
feel
just
like
don't
this is
want
going
Feet
to
of
be
Clay.
the one.
That's all I don't want is Feet of Clay.
No, I think he's through that. I think from the last sort of year or two, the features and the collaborations.
I'd be inspired by
and whatnot.
Tyler as well, innit?
Yeah,
One of his
it's true,
closest
very true.
friends.
Are
Tyler
they
dropped a
friends
classic.
anymore though? I don't know what's going
No,
on.
but I feel like
actually,
they're in
That's
different. They've gone to different lanes completely. I feel like
I'd
they're
still
still
be
cool,
inspired
but they're
in
not.
it.
Earl is a rapper's rapper, whereas Tyler is a thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Earl went full underground. Earl's just
Yeah.
hanging with people that no one heard of 3 years ago.
I
but,
don't doubt he's making money though. Like, 100% know he's making.
Oh
money.
yeah.
He ain't falling
But,
off per se.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this album is going to be the one.
Mm.
The singles as well. I feel like this is the strongest single since Doris.
Okay.
The singles are
You talk about 10
That
something.
video's crazy.
10 days. What's it called? 10 Mondays?
the most recent one.
The single, yeah. 2010.
Oh, I can't remember. Oh no, there was there's 2010, but
Oh.
then there's the other one with Arm and
See it?
Hammer.
Yeah, of course you love that Arm and Hammer thing.
yeah.
Fucking guy. Sponsored by Arm and Hammer.
Yeah,
Haram.
you all need to get up on them. Seriously.
I listen to
it.
Ram.
It's
I listen. It is decent. I can't
Oh,
lie.
you listen to it? Oh, you
yeah,
kept
I
that
listened
quiet. You kept that
Alchemist
quiet.
production though.
I still haven't.
Bacon eaters giving me stick, and then you bloody listen to it.
Whoa. Sorry to our
Okay.
listeners that are offended by Sean's harsh, hot. No, joking. All right, yeah, no, Earl's going to be good. I 100% feel like Earl's going to be good. I think he went through a bit of a weird wobbly, and now he's back, like you said.
Well, it's well documented in the music, and he's had his struggles.
So his whole
He's had
life
his fair
began
share
as a
of
struggle
loss.
when we met him. He's in fucking Samoa.
Yeah, exactly. So
Having a terrible
I feel
time.
like it's all coming together.
What about you, Kieran? What are you looking forward to?
Got Travis Scott, Utopia, but also Dystopia as well. The
Before we
mixtape that's
cancel
gonna come
Travis
before
Scott,
it.
man, what the hell?
No, I'm not cancelling him. I listened to that Escape Plan. It's a good single.
Okay,
It
fair.
gasses me.
That artwork
Like,
is mad.
It's not his fault that happened, innit? Like musicians have encouraged a lot worse from their crowds, and it's actually not his fault.
I'm not really here to cancel him, but I just felt a bit weird about the whole situation. I ain't gonna lie. I think
It's,
do you know what it is?
it's just a weird time, innit?
Social media has made me care about things that I never used to care about before, or that I never used to know would happen before. And now it's like I
That's
feel
why
like
I disconnected though, because he's given the apology, like, and it's not even his fault. It's not even something he has to apologize for. In all honesty,
and then also I rationalized what I like to listen to, and I thought I like to listen to people that just talk about murdering people all the time. So maybe I should just allow what's going on right now. So yeah.
But I think like we haven't even heard anything from Utopia, but we heard the 2 Dystopia singles, and they're just, I don't know, man. I just think like Travis was pissed that Cardi B won that Grammy, so I think he's gonna go for it this time.
Think so? I think
He's incredible.
I think artists need to realize that the Grammys isn't fair and just be
It's so
happy
shit.
with it. Just be happy
But
with it.
no, but it's the hip hop categories that aren't right. But like getting like record of the year and like album of the year, those kind of ones, I do feel like they still hold some weight. Do you know what I mean? Like especially when like a hip hop artist is in that category and wins that, that's like a crazy thing. Like
Video
Steve
of
the
the
Box
year.
winning it.
I
Other
never
ones-
understand
Video of the Year's
what's going
good
on
as well.
there because
It's a bit
I've
weird.
never seen the videos that they're talking about. So I go watch and I go, this. Do you know what I mean? I was like,
And I've definitely seen better music videos than the ones that have won when I check them out.
yeah. So
That's
I feel you
subjective.
on that. What about you, Theo?
Oh, it's SSS. Freddie Gibbs, man. He needs to drop that out.
Ooh.
Yeah, I am so ready for his album. I am so. It should have dropped last year, and he was saying it, but obviously it's coming out. It's gonna come out this year. I'm so ready for that
That
album.
producer list was just
Yeah, exactly.
unreal.
It's just ridiculous.
gotta be his best album.
Teased with this album. He's let us know that it's coming. It might be his final album because apparently he wants to go into R&B. I don't believe that, but anyway.
Imagine if he
He's
goes into
trolling
R&B
them.
though.
He has
That
another
was-
album
This is
with
his,
Madlib though, doesn't he?
This is his debut
Yeah, I don't know.
on a major label. Freddie Gibbs.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is his debut
That's
on a
what I
major
mean.
label.
the singles. Let's talk about the
man.
singles though.
The singles are just
just
banging. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I need this album. I need it. So yeah, ready.
Yeah.
Nice. But Freddie's working with Tyler right now, isn't he? Well, he was for a bit. You've
He
seen a
was.
couple-
Freddie's
This
working with everyone,
No, that's
though.
what I mean. Because I saw the it was on Instagram when they were like they were doing the lives and stuff, man. I'm telling you, just they were doing.
Tyler
something, man.
featured on. Tyler was on Alfredo,
Fredo, yeah.
and then
That's
they
something to
both
rap
worked
about.
on.
Yeah.
They both worked on "Pray for Paris," not on the same track, but they were both on it.
I
Yeah,
think,
so
Tyler's
they've
got
done a
his
bit
hands in
together.
a lot more rap places than we're starting to than we've realized, because he's working with like Griselda, he's working with Freddie Gibbs. So like maybe he's like trying to like,
Lil Wayne.
I think he's trying to be on that Kanye thing of like respect me for me, but also know that I'm the best at this or the best at that. You know what I mean? Like I know it's really annoying that I keep saying it. But it's like Tyler's literally like a mini Kanye. You say what you want to say, they do the exact same shit. They're into fashion, they're producers, and they make really good music. Like, what can I say?
Well, Tyler did say that he got inspired by Griselda.
Really?
And then he also, it was something to do with, I don't know, because he went through that period with Flower Boy and especially Igor of not rapping. Like he said even before Flower Boy, like I'm kind of done with rapping.
Mm.
And then I think that sort of period away from it just gave him the sort of, it was like a much needed break. And then when he started thinking about what he was into growing up, that's why the whole DJ drama thing came into it, this and that. Along with Griselda, that's what kind of led to that album, basically. Because there were features the year before, 2020. There were sort of little snippets of, what we would get in 2021.
It's true. He had all them tracks with what's his name, ASAP Rocky and all that, which were quite yeah, fair enough. Well, you've already said my second pick, Sean. You said Earl, and I feel like I've already kind of said kind of in a jokey way that you were going to pick them, but the prolific rappers. So the whole of Griselda, so Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, the other one, West Side Gun, Matt Homie, Freddie Gibbs, all those lot. I think they're going to drop a lot of projects this year.
Hopefully.
Really?
They're always fire.
Mm.
Well,
I think they will.
Conway's Shady record should drop. God don't give.
I was going to say, let's dig into each.
Fucked up the title, but anyway, his Shady debut his only Shady album should be dropping this year. It was meant to drop last year.
It's got a release date.
Yeah,
it's got a release date.
Yeah, but have they not got brackets that there's something else? Because are you on Hip Hop DX?
No. Not checked there.
He's on the Guardian terminal.
Yeah, Conway is the most likely to drop the soonest, I would say.
Yeah.
West Side Gun might be done. I feel like
that was retired. I think. I thought his double.
Yeah.
Like if you listen to the content on it, he's talking about retiring.
He might be
I
done.
love that.
Benny. I didn't read it, but I saw people were sort of suggesting that there's a problem with the label with Freddie. But I think not Freddie, Benny. But he came out and sort of hushed it, I think. But because what it is I think people were expecting a bit more last year.
More?
I think maybe
from Benny last year.
I mean, like not in terms of not in terms of volume, but in terms of Burden of Proof was like this new bar. Do you know what I mean? He reached a new height, and I think they were talking about Tanner Talk 4 and this and that, and we did get projects, but they weren't marketed anywhere near like the previous. Okay, yeah, we got what did we get? It was the
Plugs I've met too.
The plugs.
The plugs I've met too.
So I think,
but the second one wasn't as good as Plugs. Yeah, it did sort of plateau. And you are right. Tanner Talk 4 was meant to come out like last year. I don't know what's happened in that regard.
But I don't know what the truth is. But people are suggesting there's a problem. I don't think there is. I think maybe he's just taking his time with the next one.
3 projects is a lot though. Most rappers don't drop 3 projects in 2 years, let alone in 1 year. And you want to complain about quality. I don't know if he ever dips in quality. I think it's just there's too much music, and it's this like obviously the best rises to the top type thing, isn't it?
The thing I've said to Benny is he needs to excel. Like he needs to try something different. Because I'm not gonna lie, basically all of his songs have the same vibe and the same like energy. He's not as versatile as West Side Gun sonically, and like he doesn't have the passion of Conway.
Yeah, you have to be very special because there are rappers out there that have rapped it. Like Pusha T is an example of someone that the content hasn't changed much, but he's so good. Or he'll do something. He'll go from I'm trying to think now, like from something like Clips's Hell Hath No Fury to Daytona. Do you know what I mean? In terms of the soundscape, there's a big difference, and there has been throughout different projects in his career. Whereas I get what you mean. I mean, I said this with Benny. I feel like I said it when we spoke about Burden of Proof, and I definitely said it during the Plugs 2 one, is that I rate Benny. I think he's one of the great sort of new school rappers in a sense, but I don't know, like you say, just needs to, the next step. I feel like he can get there as well. We've always said he's the star, or he could be the star of Griselda.
Yeah, but what would it take for him to do that? You know what I mean? Because certain other people, they might focus in and work with one producer to get that out of them, but it's like we've seen him work with different producers exclusively, and he doesn't change what he does. So what do you think will allow him to open
maybe like a
up
collab album, but like with a rapper on his level or someone that pushes him different, innit? Not like Black Soprano Family. I don't really like those albums.
Fair enough.
Or maybe it is time. Maybe he needs to live a little. Some people need to experience a bit to put together a body of work. And perhaps maybe the projects that came out last year, with the exception of Plugs, which I feel like was a real sort of fleshed out body of work, is he was not, I don't want to say getting rid of what was in the can, just like the sort of leftovers and stuff like that, the loosies. But maybe he's just trying to get that music out the way in a sense, and then move on to the next stage of his career. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Definitely. The other projects felt like compilations in it. They didn't feel like albums at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
100%.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Or have we nearly exhausted everyone's list?
My next one. This one is an album that we kind of know is either done or is being made, but we just don't know when it's coming out. It's Black Star. Black Star 2.
Kanye, what Kanye said in that interview, the best album since Dark Fantasy. How can he say that comment?
Listen,
all produced by Madlib as well. What the
That's
fuck?
mad.
listen.
Beat that. Like, but come on. What? I'm
man.
sweating thinking about it.
This to me, honestly, the way when we got Tribe's album like 5 or 6 years ago,
Yeah.
when these veterans came back and we didn't really know it was coming, and this for me personally, this will be like that. It will be like the feeling I got when Tribe came back.
That was a
These
good
are-
album too.
man.
Yeah,
Tribe
Tribe's
album.
album when it
Amazing
came out,
album.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, Mos Def when he did the MF Doom tributes, he sounded sick as
Listen.
well. If it's that kind of like, I hadn't heard him rap
it's
like that in years, decades even.
You know how I bang on about Andre 3000? Mos Def is like next underneath him. Mos Def is just
It's just the output in it. The
Ridiculous.
output is
Yeah.
so little.
ridiculous. But yeah, that's my next one. I need that.
God's sake.
I need that album.
What do you even say about that? That's just a gas one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what
that
to
is
say.
a gas
If
one.
it happens, it
Yeah,
happens.
I believe
I'm almost
Kanye.
lost.
I
If that-
actually
yeah.
believe Kanye in it. Like only Kanye can say something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What about you, Theo? Have you got? Oh no, Kieran, have you got any more?
Yeah. I got a couple. I wrote. This one's a weird one, so similar to what you said. So Supreme Clientele 2. I've been waiting for that for like so long. But I was looking at the upcoming albums, and I saw in February, like it's written there. Like, what's going on about this? But do you know what?
about
I've been waiting
Ghostface?
for that album. Yeah, Ghostface Killer, Supreme Clientele 2.
Why would that come out now, 20 years later?
I don't know,
coming.
innit?
It's
But
coming.
I've been waiting. He's been making it, innit? Like I'm sure there's
make
gonna be
any
like
sense.
old songs that he's kept like refreshed still on it as well. Like I don't think there's gonna be like content totally new on it, but I think it's still gonna sound good.
Yeah.
And
And
I don't know,
Ghostface
man.
doesn't go more than a year without releasing a project either. He's really consistent. It's always
he
putting out
knows that's
music.
his best album, innit? You can't like sequel that and not make it at least as good or just below.
What about
it.
Fish Scale? What about Fish Scale?
Oh,
I think Supreme Clientele is better than Fish Girl.
No,
Supreme
I do.
Clientele,
I know. I'm just
energy on that.
No, I know. I agree.
I hope this album was top Fish Girl, like, and that's why it's on my list in it. But it's like, can it? He's kind of old now, but he sounded good on what's that new album? What's it called? Is it self-titled? Is it called Ghostface Killer?
Yeah, I think it is called
Ghostface
Ghostface
He
Killer.
sounded
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
good on
Something
that,
like
innit?
that.
He sounded,
Yeah.
sounded a bit young on that.
Sour Souls was good, and that was fairly recent.
That was good as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, innit?
So we're expecting
wanna
Legends
hear-
to drop next year. Is that what we're expecting? Because we're expecting another
Yeah.
Nas album, according to you lot,
Another,
apparently.
I want another.
Oh,
you
well,
said it.
that's
I wrote
you.
that,
You
innit?
just you've said my other one now.
I wrote
KD3
that
on
as
the way,
well.
just to feed the
Come
bus,
on.
man. Jeez,
Oh, yeah.
KD3 when they announced that.
Since we're here though, let's talk about Magic, innit? Let's talk about Magic.
Oh, God.
Let's
Man's
talk about
turned
we're
into
not gonna
impromptu review.
Look, we're not going to review a 10 out of 10
Speechless.
album.
Yeah, we already
A 10
agreed
out
on
of
that.
10 album.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about it because that's what he talks about. KD3.
Speechless.
Man said, let's talk about it. They just decided to have a nervous breakdown on
Speechless,
cam.
innit? No,
Man
it's
just
funny.
put his hands behind his head and said, "Oh, Jesus."
The album makes me overwhelmed, innit? It's
Oh, it's just mad. It's a madness. I don't know how he's rapping at this level. It's actually blowing me away. Every time I keep
is he trying to top it on KD3 as well? Because that's the kind of vibe I'm getting.
well, that's the vibe. Yeah, who comes out and says KD3's on the way? This is just to feed the buzz, and then Hit Boy then doubles up on that and tweets that. Like I think he's trying to top it, which is just madness.
This is
Absolute
proof
Magic,
that
madness.
this is proof that
Magic.
the right producer can reignite your career. Because
100%.
Nas has never. I don't feel like Nas has ever slacked with the bars. I just feel like for instance, Kanye, the album with Kanye, right? But it just should never have happened. Never ever have happened because Kanye was rushing. You know, it just didn't feel right, and I feel like that impacted his hunger. Do you know what I mean? And his sort of, his level of engagement and all that. Nas. Whereas if Hit Boy, it's just they're just meshed together. And KD1 was good. I wasn't wowed by it. It was a good album. I'm glad he won the Grammy. But then with KD2, there's something special about that album. And now this as well. I feel like they're going on some Run the Jewels run or something now. Do you know what I mean?
It just gets better and better every time.
Yeah.
And I tell you,
KD3.
you know what's mad as well. Talking about most anticipated, I think we need to mention Hove.
I was going to say that.
drop.
I think Jay-Z's about to drop an
Hove's
album.
gonna drop.
There is no way he is watching what Nas is doing now and that fire is not burning in.
Look,
I need to
when
drop an
Nas
album.
dropped Magic,
Right
I said, look, we're gonna talk about it. I feel like Nas might be better than Jay-Z at this point.
Nah.
Let's be real. We'll talk about it another
I
time.
tell you
innit?
now, I say something, yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, we'll dig into that, and we've got an episode coming for the listeners that we'll dig into that more. But I would say you have to say it, and I know it's a bit unfair because Jay hasn't dropped an album since 2017. But right now, over the last couple years, Nas is ahead. And when can we have ever said that during their careers?
Yeah, but that's
other
not
than
the point,
right at the
though, is
beginning.
it?
Other than right at the beginning, between
Yeah.
here comes Sam with the
No, but that's not the
Jay-Z,
point, is it? If Jay-Z drops an album today,
Jay-Z's last release was that Entrepreneur
that's a
song.
rubbish
Pharrell.
song. But that being said,
don't try and
I
act
went
like
and
he's
listened
on
to it.
things.
Literally yesterday, I listened to that song. Yeah, I was like, I feel this.
That
If you
song
can't
is
buy the
trash.
store, at least stack the shelves. I said,
But like realistically, yeah, Nas has had highs throughout his career since the early days. But I would say since '98 up until 444, Jay-Z has kind of always been on top.
Oh,
Even if
right.
Nas
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the better rapper.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you have to say now with this the moment that Nas is in with King's Disease and the work with Hit Boy, Jay-Z.
Yeah, but he's even out rapping him on the features though. I'm not no cap man.
Yeah, he did. Bar Soaps.
Let's not go there. Yeah,
Nas,
let's not go there.
what?
Let's save that for the future. Let's save that for the future
Yeah,
because
we'll dig into this.
otherwise
We'll dig into
I'm
this.
gonna lock off the call and go to bed because you man talking shit. Bro. You talking about that stuff. But essentially, Nas is having a good time right now. But like you just said, Theo, I think Jay-Z's like, I think I should throw something out. Like he might do a little short album, little 7, 8 track something, and just come with
Would it
pure
be
fire.
good though? This is the thing. Like, I feel like 444 was so great because of the subject matter, the moment in it, replying to Lemonade and all of that.
Wasn't Jay-Z
Well, at
on,
this point, what's
on
he got?
Drake's album as well though?
He was quite good on
Yeah,
that.
Jay-Z
But
was
it was a bit
on
lazy-ish,
Drake's
but
album.
it was good. Innit?
Yeah, I'm
It
just
was
saying,
good.
it's like, his
better
output
features.
hasn't
He's had better
stopped,
features.
but he hasn't put out any of his own work.
I don't know what he's gonna bring though. Like, what kind of vibe? What's he got to say at this point?
More
innit?
rap. More
Well,
rich
the
people
closest
shit.
thing we've got is the closest thing that you could sort of use as an indicator is what he did on JLX album.
A written testimony. I was gonna say he was good on that. So that was interesting.
Yeah, it was very
his
good.
album.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you very much, Sean.
Yeah.
We
Felt like that was
discussed
like-
that. That's
yeah.
a Jay-Z album. If you go on Jay-Z's
That was
discography,
actually
set.
some of the best rapping he's done. Like
Yeah.
for a long time. Like that was sounding like 90s Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyone
don't get me
got
wrong. I'm
any-
not saying that like Nas is watching Jay-Z, but I'm just saying right now, the moment he's in the momentums with Nas, and I don't think we could really have said that since like 96, 97.
Yeah, Nas is doing well.
Long time.
And as for the UK, anyone got any UK picks?
Yeah, I do. That was my third pick.
Go
UK. And this is one that I've not heard anything about, other than that they just released some line of rum, some like white rum. Kano.
Oh.
Give me a Kano.
What?
Yeah, I heard this, you know.
What?
I knew you were gonna say
It's
this
time,
because I
though.
had that on my head. It's
It's
time.
time.
I've not heard a single thing about music, but recently I saw something come up on his YouTube, and it was this white
man.
Duppy Share white rum or something like that, right? I can't remember what it was.
Oh, Duppy Spirit.
Kano.
Yeah, I've heard about this. I've
Yeah, yeah.
seen people
And he
drinking
did a
it.
little video. He did a little short sort of documentary type thing, which was really good. And yeah, we need more.
Kano's
music
that
from him.
goat. Straight Kano's that
Yeah,
goat.
it's 3.5
Yeah,
years. Been
yeah,
3.5
100%.
years since.
Too
Well,
long.
nearly 3.5 years since
In the,
thingy.
in the same way,
I keep going to say Home Sweet Home. It is Home Sweet Home, right?
Hoodies
all summer.
Hoodies all
No.
summer. Home
Why do I
sweet
always
home.
do this?
I ain't gonna lie though,
Hoodies all
that sounded
summer.
like a retirement album. Don't you think? Like if you retired
What,
on that,
Hoodies all-
that
yeah,
would
oh,
have
God.
that would have been
That would be
incredible.
amazing.
I'm
But
just
you
about to
still want
say,
more Kano,
Kieran,
though,
Kieran. I said the same with KD2 with Nas is good. I was like, oh, he's done, and
Yeah.
then Magic comes out. Like,
that's what I was about to say. Don't you think
Oh,
Kano's seen
man.
what happened with Gets
Resurrected.
and he's like, oh, I need to come and show these men what rapping's about type thing?
Maybe because
Yeah.
Gets brought the levels on that.
Yeah, 100%.
Even probably looking at
Gets,
Little
I feel like
Sims and
Gets
that.
had that moment, innit?
He's probably looking at Little Sims, Gets, all of that, and thinking, I can make better music than this. And it's like, maybe you can.
I feel like he should feature them though. He should feature them. Defo.
He'll get spun on
Put
his
him
own
on.
tracks. if he
I'm gonna
features
be.
either
I'm
of
gonna
them.
be. I'm gonna have to say. I'm not. This is no disrespect to Gets. I get what you mean. I imagine Kano maybe looking at it like the moment that Gets had, like the sort of the impact it had on the culture. Yes, I'd like that, but Hoodies All Summer is a better album than Conflict of Interest.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh,
we're not
100%,
saying any of that.
100%.
But
Oh,
I'm saying,
wait.
I'm saying because he
The
hasn't
four
dropped in
tracks-
so long,
the
he's like, I
first
need to
four
drop
tracks-
now.
I don't know.
If I heard the
Kieran,
first four
after
tracks,
this,
like, come on. Like,
Kieran,
I
I
don't think
don't know,
Hoodies All
man.
Summer's got those first four. The way Conflict
I
of
know,
Interest starts,
Yeah,
it's a
it
movie.
starts amazing. But
No,
Hoodies,
Hoodies
yeah,
All
but
Summer,
Hoodies
I'm
All
sorry.
Summer is just unbelievable. But I'll
It
tell
is,
you what I
it is,
want.
it is.
I want Gets and Kano clashing like they did on flipping Class of Danger again, man.
Hey, give us a
Jesus.
collab
Jesus,
album or
what
If
I'm
something.
they,
trying
if
to
they
say.
gave us
Yes.
that, if they gave us that,
Oh,
man,
it's time for that,
because-
innit?
I'm sorry. Look at the energy of both of them bouncing off each other, man. That is
Them
just
two.
that chemistry is unbelievable.
yeah,
Just
we
give me
need
that.
we need
That's what I
Class of
want.
Deja, the album. That's what we need.
That would be a mad link up. Maybe that's what we're coming into because we're going into like our own golden era in our country, yeah. So like we're in our 90s hip hop type vibe, whatever, yeah. We need that. We need that kind of super group album, which would be that.
Oh,
That
sorry.
would be super.
That would be
You're giving me
amazing.
goosebumps, man.
I'm saying that would be amazing.
What Kano
That
gets
can't be
D
real.
double.
No.
no,
Not Kano gets D
We just
double.
want them to, innit?
Kano
There'll be a
gets-
D double
So
feature.
That would blow them.
Yeah,
There'll be
Kano
a feature
gets
in it.
with D
Yeah.
double coming in here and there, Wretch jumping up here and
Ooh.
there, Gigs coming along for the ride, then Dave to come along and do a podcast on it. You know what I'm saying? All of that.
Wretch will be there, so.
Yeah, we need.
Hey. This
Sorry,
is
I'm
gonna
looking, at
go
this
out.
I'm looking at this track list again. 3 years later, Good Youth, Walk Among Evil, Trouble, Pan Fried. Oh my goodness.
Good God.
Anyway, before this becomes a Kano, Nas, Jay-Z and Gets podcast, let me move on to the next person. I think this guy Central C, he's going to have a good year. Like I was a bit early to Central C. I don't know if you know who Central C is, but yeah, he's like a drill rapper.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, we all know Central C.
Yeah, we know
he
Central
had,
C.
he had a good year 2 years
He
ago,
was big
2020.
last year.
Huh?
Huge year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hugely year last year.
Yeah, but I think he's gone a bit more pop. But I feel like his project that's coming out might have a little something in there for because he's obviously got the pop songs to get the big crowds, but I feel like in his soul he wants to rap a lot more. So the project he's got coming out, I think it's called 23 or something like that. That'll be good.
Okay.
I think and there'll be 1 or 2 tracks on there that I'll be bumping out.
Nice. Well, I've said my 3 picks, but there's a couple that haven't been mentioned that I just want to throw out. Pusha T.
Yeah.
meant to drop last year,
man. He was meant to drop last year. He said he was definitely dropping in 2021. And he said, that's what I mean. He said it. They asked him, and he said, yeah. And he said this album's better than Daytona. And he feels
But
really, really
he said
good
it in the
about
pop
it.
verse. Do you remember in the Pop Smoke verse?
Yeah,
When he
no,
said
I know,
Tyler
I know.
had it- has got.
Yeah,
Was he say
yeah.
Tyler's got the album of the year for now?
Yeah.
About
He's
timing.
He's got it
It's
now.
all about timing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's really trying to check for Pusha T like that. If you know what I mean, like I know
It's
Pusha
true,
T.
you know. It's
People
true.
sometimes certain rappers feel like they're important and they're not. Pusha T is not important anymore. Like he's good.
Nah, I'm not having that.
He's not important anymore.
That's a bit audacious to say.
His solo
mad.
albums have got
That's
better
mad.
with each one. He's a legend. He's a
Yeah.
legend.
He's a legend.
My personal thing
Daytona.
is, I think that
Daytona
the
10 out of
album's
10.
supposed to be produced by Kanye and the Neptunes, right? That's who's supposed to be leading the production.
That's
Yeah.
I think
coming out
Kanye
then.
was just so thingy with Donda.
Yeah.
Was just so all his time was into Donda. I think he just didn't have time to do Pusha T's. Personally, that's what I think. But yeah, hopefully that comes this year.
Yeah.
I'm ready for new Pusha T. The other one I wanted to say, ASAP Rocky.
Oh, yeah. He is meant to be coming. Yeah, I've
What?
seen this. He's meant to be dropping this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what that might
It's called,
sound
isn't it?
like though?
Something,
Would it
yeah.
sound like
I love
psychedelic
them, though.
rock again, or would it sound like rap?
Hopefully.
I don't know, man. But I just think
I want Trippy in it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got a sound.
I mean, I always say
I
I
want
think
more.
up there
that
with,
Clams Casino one, innit? The Sandman. That was that a new
Yeah,
song,
yeah,
by the
yeah.
way? I was confused about that one.
I think it was just
But
a
if that's the
standalone
new
single.
stuff, I
Yeah.
don't know, man. If that's the new stuff, then
But I always say, like, along with Cuddy and people like that, Rocky's one of the more he's one of the more gutsy mainstream rappers out there. You know, he doesn't. I mean, look at Testing, strange album.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He was literally testing. He was like testing the waters, testing different sounds, and it didn't quite connect. But I feel like, especially like he's got stuff to say now. He was in jail over in Sweden for a bit. He's with Rihanna. Like there's a lot for him to
Sideman
talk
for
about.
Rihanna. So how's he supposed to
Sideman,
feel now?
Jesus.
It's true. Let's be real, innit? He's moving like a sideman at the moment.
How? How's he like a
He must be a
sideman?
bit emotional.
He's got Rihanna.
No.
Look at the photos.
If we're doing talk about like women,
winning.
Look at
women,
the- no,
women that
Rihanna's
people
got
want in
him.
hip hop, yeah, it's
Rephrase it,
Beyonce
innit?
and Rihanna.
Nah.
He's like now like a baby
He
Jay
hasn't
Z
got
by having
Rihanna,
Rihanna.
though. She's got him.
Wow. Sure. I'm not sure what
He's an
inside
accessory
information
in the-
you've got.
Look at the photos, innit? He's an accessory in those photos.
Oh my god.
Nah,
He's
there's
just that-
one picture of them
that
on these
fashionable
stairs.
rapper. Yeah,
Nah, there's one picture.
he's
Have you
he's just a
seen that?
sideman, innit? He's a sideman, innit?
Slander.
This has become quite toxic very quickly. From Kieran of all people. Kieran is the least toxic one, and man's just saying,
2022, innit?
oh shit, new
New year,
Kieran.
new energy.
Jesus Christ.
Can we finish on the elephant in the room as well? Kendrick.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit.
I wasn't
Let's
bringing
get
him
this
back up again.
Have we given up on the waiting though? Since
Oh, man,
TDE
it's
done
just-
us
yeah.
dirty, I've just stopped caring, innit? I've stopped expecting it. All of that.
I said
So I was
it
gonna
last
try
year.
now. You're gonna try and take that
no,
on the
I'm not
fence
doing that.
perspective.
No,
Like,
no.
people
No,
were
no.
hurt.
No, I wasn't even going to talk about that. I wasn't even on the fence. I just said it wasn't coming. That was my opinion. I knew it wasn't coming. But
Oh, we were all
what I was going to
hurt.
say is that Kendrick and Frank Ocean are in the same basket for me. Like, I
No,
don't.
they're not.
I don't
Because
ever
Kendrick,
demand
I'm
music.
sorry, no. Kendrick doesn't hit like Frank does for me. Like,
No,
I
I'm
can
not
wait
talking
for a
about that.
Kendrick
I
album.
mean that no. What I'm saying is that with Kendrick and Frank, to me, they can take as long as they want because I know it's going to be.
I don't
you know,
know. I don't
Frank is
know.
a bit deeper though.
All
Frank-
his peers dropped
Life-changing.
last year. All his peers dropped last year. You can't tell me your top five. If you're smoking on top fives, you haven't really put anything out into the arena.
That's what I was thinking.
What I'm
He
saying
was
is,
gassing
what
a
I'm
bit.
saying is,
He was
that
gassing a bit.
Kendrick has given us Good Kid, Mad City. To
Hold
Pimp a
on, the
Butterfly.
album that you
Damn.
don't like, Sean.
No, we're not going. For that. We're not doing that. No, but I'm just saying that recency bias is a thing, and I think we're all forgetting that Kendrick drops like generational albums. Like these are huge moments. These are albums that stay with us the whole year for years to come.
This is the longest
Because
break
we
he's
haven't had an
taken,
album
though.
for a few years.
The Black Panther album.
Black Panther.
No, that's different. That's a win.
better.
That's his most recent album.
It's a lot
That's his most
better.
recent album, isn't it?
But you're saying it with disdain. Like we should be celebrating that. This is a guy that we've like grown up listening to. That's made a soundtrack album for a big film.
I'm
feel
playing
rubbish
devil's
anyways.
advocate here. I like it. It's
Yeah,
not.
I don't know. I don't get why
it's not
there's all this
rubbish.
thing with Kendrick. Just wait. It's coming. It will come.
Oh wow! Well, we know
It will
it's
be
coming
amazing.
because
It will be album of the year.
the songs are there.
It will be the best album of the year, and that's that.
I know the songs. I know the song titles, man. I know it's there.
The thing is, though, like Damn, like Sam said this as well, and I do agree. Damn wasn't like Good Kid and To Pimp a Butterfly. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like unanimously.
I liked it.
Oh no, it was good, innit? Like
It
I
was.
still give it 5 stars, innit? No, it's 5 stars, but like, oh no.
The way I could
I don't
describe
know
it
if I
is
like
yeah,
the direction.
the
We're
wait for
forgetting things
Kendrick.
here. This is not good.
The wait for Kendrick is feeling a bit too long now
The
for me.
pop aspects of Damn is what I'm saying, innit? The
Nah,
pop.
the pop song bang though. Loyalty.
pop.
Back to Rihanna and what she's on. That was a good
Loyalty
song.
It's cool. Loyalty's cool. But
See, loyalty that hasn't aged well for me. I'm not gonna lie.
That beats hard though. It's fucking what?
it's all about Rihanna.
Yeah, no.
What's it called? It's your boy Bruno. Well, look how we're bringing it full circle. It's your boy Bruno playing backwards over Rihanna. It's a mad thing.
Mad.
Either way, I'm not looking forward to Kendrick. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't care less anymore. It's just, the wait's too long. Shut up.
You're lying.
I'm not
Yes,
lying,
man.
man.
You're
It's
gonna-
been
you're gonna
so
cancel your
long.
week when that comes out. Let's be
You're
real.
lying. I'm sorry. No.
It's been long. Last year, I thought he's gonna drop end of the year, snatch it. He didn't. Rick Ross.
I
dropped.
could have lied. That was his moment to
You
drop.
got
innit?
caught up.
Yeah.
That was his moment to drop, and he missed
Man
the
said
boat.
we got caught up. Like you didn't believe that live stream was him dropping an album too. We was all in the same boat. that
Logic.
day. We were all in the same
Oh,
boat that day.
Logic. He's another person that's dropping this year.
Don't
Just
talk
Nah.
about
rap.
him.
Just rap.
Don't do that.
Cancel that.
I'm gonna delete that.
He's
out the
cancelled for
recording.
being trash.
I said I've retired from rapping. I'm doing streaming, and then he come back like anyone cares about what Logic has to say.
That single was dead.
How's your best song about suicide, man?
Oh no, stop it now, man.
He
Because
dropped an
it's
album
just-
last year,
a lot of
apparently.
stuff.
Bobby Tarantino 3. That's weird.
Oh, it's trash. I've listened to it.
It's the fact you listen to it that makes me question your ears, Theo. Why would you
I've
listen
heard
to that?
Lil
'cause
Wayne's
I have
dropping,
to.
you know?
No, because
Guys,
sometimes
I'm sorry, go on.
he drops interesting music, man. I'm not, but yeah, it was dead. I've
Theo,
never
he
liked
doesn't,
Bobby
man.
Tarantino.
You're just begging it with that.
Nah,
I'm
sorry.
begging it. When I tune in, I'm just like, I want to like him, innit? But he's
Yeah.
too cheesy.
I
He's
couldn't
corny.
care less.
He's
about music.
he's very cheaty, and the Bobby Tarantino stuff is crap. Yeah, I've never liked it. It's just I've always just been for the young Sinatra, but yeah. Anyway,
Yikes.
Guys, there's one more in it. There's one more. Lil Wayne. You know
Whoa.
them feature runs, crazy. And I looked at Lil Wayne's upcoming ones. I think he's gonna do a new I'm Not a Human Being. He's gonna do a new Dedication and a new Carter. I don't know if it's all this year. He's the type of guy to drop all three, actually. So
The thing is with
Oh, no,
Lil
no.
Wayne. Lil Wayne just goes
Wayne-
in the studio and just raps a whole bunch, and then there's an album in there somewhere. He's like Future, but like times a million.
he's gotten better though. Let's be real. He's actually he's at his prime of like rapping right now. It's unbelievable.
A Lil Wayne album would be nice, but I think who would Lil Wayne get to feature on it? Because I feel like he's one of the people that's like always wants up and coming young people on his shit. And it's like I don't know if
I
he'd
just
be
want
go-
Drake features. Go back to how it was. Just do some
Really?
Drake features, and it
I
will
think
be
Lil
calm.
Wayne
Yeah.
and Lil Baby and all the people that all the Lil rappers,
yeah.
Gunna
that.
and the Babies,
Yeah.
maybe
Those would
Baby
be
Keem
wavy.
and Lil Wayne. That would sound nice together.
Oh snap! That would be so crazy.
Yeah, that would be wild actually.
Ah,
Wayne's
the way
coming
Wayne's
more
been
hardcore,
rapping,
though.
Yeah, the way
He's coming
Wayne's
more
been rapping,
boom
I
bap,
want
innit?
Nas. I want Nas.
I want that
on there. I
boom
want
bap
Freddie.
rap from Wayne.
Nas and
I
Lil
want
Wayne.
Andre 3000. He could get that as well.
That's
Andre
a wild.
He could
Oh, yeah.
he get an Andre verse, no doubt.
Yeah, we need the top lyricist. The way he's rapping at the minute. That's what we need from Wayne.
Jay-Z as well. Like, just Wayne can do that as well.
Imagine if that's the thing.
Ross.
Why don't more rappers do an album where they get all the best rappers in the world to rap with them?
That's what this episode's about. We're just hoping. We're hoping for every release.
I want the best album in the world. I want Jay-Z, Nas, Lil Wayne, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran all on one. I'm joking, not Ed Sheeran.
No, it'll come one day. Cole Kendrick collab.
That's never coming. No, that's never
Oh,
coming.
that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, you need to jam
I'm just
that.
I'm just
gonna
throwing
happen.
that one out.
We've been hoping for that one for over 10 years now, since
Yeah.
mixtape
Oh,
eras.
wait. Cole's dropping the fall off this year, right?
No,
Surely.
it's a boy before that.
Oh, I don't know if I want to hear that one. I don't know why, but the vibe just don't seem right. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe
It
it's going
sounds
back
like
on
a
that
filler.
stupid shit we
Awesome.
don't like.
A filler album.
It doesn't seem right at all. I know. I'm the same. I'm like,
It ain't
I'm
resonating
not
with a
feeling
Cole
that.
fan.
But yeah.
If there's a live show, I won't go to that.
Oh dear. Someone became a Cole fan at the beginning of the call and ended it not a Cole fan anymore. That's a mad thing.
Yeah, that's a mad full
Everything's
circle.
That's
going
a
full
It's not even a
circle
full
this time.
circle. That's a semicircle. That's a...
Whoa. Sean's got bars again.
Hey, this is Kieran and thanks for listening. Shout out to my Indian people, I see you. Don't leave without hitting the link in the podcast notes to join our Discord server, where the discourse of our episodes continues. We've got curated playlists and more for you to check out there. Namaskar.